You know you're not.
Look, let me say something about Usyk, and don't forget it. Ukrainians fight like nobody else in the world. People didn't give them a chance against Russia. So much bigger country, and they knocked and they're knocking the out of Russia. Don't bet against the Ukrainian. I think Tyson wins that fight, but Usyk is going to give him everything that he had.
Oleksandr is scheduled to fight Tyson shortly after his contentious victory over Daniel Dubois, and the experts have already made their picks. Many were concerned that talks of Usyk's probable future rematch with Dubois would put an end to plans for an intense bout, but Frank Warren reassured supporters that the fight was still scheduled. Frank said that the battle is still planned, and we were discussing doing it early in the next year. In order to avoid a repeat before then, the winner of the fight on Saturday was supposed to face Tyson Fury early in the following year. Derek Chisora suspected Usyk would alter his strategy against Tyson, even though he wasn't sure who would prevail in the end. "I'm sure Usyk will alter Derek's boxing style when he faces the Gypsy King," Derek said. That concludes it. Spencer Oliver elaborated on this statement, saying that you'll need to enter Usyk's space and give him a tough time in order to defeat him. "You must enter the range. Place your feet in range and release your grip." When Deontay Wilder made his forecast, he came across as a touch jaded, and his hypothesis infuriated a lot of his supporters. "I'm not sure whether that's a 50-50 bout. It all depends on who can cheat the most," said Wilder. "That's the reality. It all relies on who would deceive the most. Someone had gloves. They disapproved of it. It's not sanctioned, but since they're gloves, it's acceptable. A few officials overcount." In Mike Tyson's opinion, Tyson Fury has reached entirely new heights in the heavyweight class. According to Mike, Tyson Fury has proven time and time again that he is the finest. "While I appreciate Deontay Wilder's music, my greatest regard is for Tyson Fury. Until someone else steps up, he is the champion, has been for a while, and will remain so for as long as he pleases." Carl Frost believes that Fury will prevail, but he also believes that the bout is a great showcase. Carl said Fury versus Usyk, in my opinion, is an amazing match. Fury is probably too big for him. You may believe that he will be astute from the beginning, but eventually Tyson Fury will approach him, put pressure on him, intimidate him, and begin firing shots at him. He'll give him a few uppercuts, just as he did to Dillian Whyte, and I predict a brawl. He's simply too good and too huge. Fury will knock him out, in my opinion. According to Hashin Roman believes the battle will go the other way and is betting his money on Usyk. I predict Usyk to triumph. Usyk, in my opinion, is the best heavyweight competing right now. Fury has had a lot of success, in my opinion, copying Usyk's style of boxing by going up against slow heavyweights who aren't actually boxing that way. In boxing, Fury is capable of doing everything more effectively. Although Tony Bellows said that Tyson is beginning to tilt more toward Usyk's ability, Tony still believes that Tyson is a force to be reckoned with. Though I've always felt Fury would be too enormous. The more this gets developed, the more I actually lean toward Usyk. I believe that Usyk is the only opponent he can defeat. I would say this about Tyson Fury. Ever since he joined Sugar Hill, he has greatly improved his style. He is now a heavy-handed pressure counterpuncher instead of a fighter with feathers in his hands. It's among the best fighter makeovers I've ever witnessed, in my opinion. I always assumed he would be a big, ungainly heavyweight that would be extremely difficult to fight, but now he's a big, ungainly, dangerous heavyweight. During one of Tyson Fury's interviews, Bob Arum issued him a serious warning regarding Usyk. "Allow me to emphasize that you should use it, and remember it. There is nothing like a fight in the world for Ukrainians. They knocked out Russia, a much larger nation, because no one gave them a chance against it. They also knocked out Russia. Never place a wager against Ukrainians. Although Usyk will give Tyson everything he has, I believe Tyson wins the fight." David Price predicts that Tyson will win by a few points and does not believe the bout will culminate in a knockout. According to David, Tyson Fury is the best at making the most of his stature. Observing him versus Derek Chisora is one of his greatest assets. He was taller than Derek Chisora. Although I'm currently a little bit taller than Tyson Fury, during our little boxing match, I gave away my height. He's a master at playing the big guy, and I have no doubt that he will. He'll probably lean all over him. They'll fight shadowy, but I believe he will prevail. There will likely be some rough fighting. That, in my opinion, is one of his greatest assets. He towered above Derek Chisora, as he watched him take on Chisora. Although I'm currently a little bit taller than Tyson Fury during our little boxing match, I gave away my height. He's a master at playing the big guy, and I have no doubt that he will. He's going to fight dirty, lean all over him, and win on points, in my opinion. Even Daniel Dubois witnessed Tyson defeat Usyk. Daniel said, "I believe that Fury is a skilled fighter. Although he's a cunning man, I believe Fury has the experience and has shown himself." In one interview, Joe Joyce made a comparison between the two boxers as well.
They're both at the top level with the net, and you know, they both have like their strengths and weaknesses and stuff, and they're different fighters, so they both have, you know, they're both very challenging. They're at the top level, but they're, you know, I'd have to prepare for them differently. Like I see Tyson Fury, taller, can switch, long range, very skillful, and and then Usyk as well, the smaller guy, but southpaw, and like, you know how technically good he is. So they're both really tough fighters to fight, like technically. I think Fury can bang a bit more than Usyk, but Usyk has is quicker and, you know, like got snappier punches. But then again, Fury's fast as well, and can put the combinations together. And you know,
Ricky Hatton doesn't think that being ill adds value to anything. Tyson could be having an issue. In any case, I can't look past Tyson, Ricky said. Against be honest, I don't think he can lose against anyone, but you're looking for an Olympic gold medalist. Usyk is the undisputed cruiserweight heavyweight champion in the world, hence he has the best chance of defeating Tyson. In my opinion, Fury outperforms him in every way. He is bigger, taller, heavier, stronger, and able to fight both southpaws and orthodox fighters up close and from a distance. In addition, I find it difficult to look against Tyson. George Groves is an avid music enthusiast who hopes to take action against Tyson. George said, "You asked me that question on which I disagree with the majority. I'm a huge music fan. I'm not sure if he's good enough to take on Fury if Fury is truly interested in fighting, but music is by far the finest heavyweight in the world in terms of skill. I'm not sure, in my opinion. I'm a new Usyk fanboy, so I'll just make you sick." For someone like Usyk, Johnny Nelson merely believes that Tyson is too large and powerful. According to Johnny, "I believe Tyson Fury prevails because he is too large, too strong, and too intelligent both inside and outside of the ring. If he attempts any of the older mind games tracks, I believe the meaning will be misunderstood. Fighting Tyson is about the build-up to it, the mental component of it, and how do you approach it. He won't know that. Tyson Fury is my pick for this one because he has shown himself to be a large, fully fledged fighter. Your song needs to show that it is possible to bring Fury down, no matter how strong he is." Shane McKagan concurs that Tyson will prevail only on the basis of points. According to Shane, the best way to defeat someone with that move is to launch yourself into the body, maintain it in the middle of the ring, and keep him backed up. If I were Tyson Fury, I would use my size and physicality to wear him down, make him feel the weight. Benefit on points, I'd say Fury prevails. Jim Lampley firmly believes that Tyson is avoiding music, and he attributes this to his sense of style. Jim said, "I believe he's making you ill, at least temporarily," adding that soon the money will accumulate to the point where it will be impossible to escape. Fury needs to back off if there is anyone in the world. Style-wise, it's unquestionably music. Tyson also seemed to be too scared to fight him. It seems odd that the guy is picking a fighter who has never fought before rather than selecting one of the top 10 guys. Do you believe he is afraid? You succeed, of course. I'll be ready tomorrow, said Usyk. I'm ready, listen. I'll fight Tyson Fury in my next bout. Philip Hergovic believes Tyson should go because he has been taken advantage of for far too long. Oleksandr Usyk is next in line, and Philip said they had all the time in the world to make this fight. I should fight him next Saturday if he prevails. Fury has arranged a battle, and by all the rules, I should be the next in line. Hopefully the fight takes place before the year ends, or perhaps early in the next one. I ought to take that picture. I fought for this IBF required position after waiting so long for it. That's not a topic of discussion. Please subscribe and watch some of our other videos on the screen right now if you like this one.